Hi, it's Charity. Welcome back to Little Island Living. Today's video is a bit spur of the moment. We're making pepperpot and Fungee. Pepperpot and Fungee is Antigua and Barbuda's national dish. And I've made pepperpot maybe 3 or 4 times. It's come out pretty decent. Fungee, however, I've never been able to master. I've never been able to make it halfway decent. I've never been able to make it okay. It's always come out like firm cornmeal porridge, which not great at all. One of the thing about traditional Antiguan and Barbudan recipes, and I guess even Caribbean recipes on a whole, is that there is no true recipe, especially for something like pepperpot. Most persons do it according to their taste. So whenever I ask for a recipe before from the people I know who make it really well, usually all they can give me is the list of ingredients and the process. And even in terms of the process, it's varied a little bit. In terms of ingredients, what I am putting into my pepperpot will be what we call running spinach. I have standing spinach. I have table squash, eggplant, or choba as we call it, green pawpaw, which I got from my dad yesterday. He picked this from his yard. I have some pumpkin. I have garlic and onions, sweet peppers. I'm not sure if I shared the okras. And then, so these are the veggies. I also have some sweet potato and green banana, which I'll throw in. I don't think you usually put green banana in it. Sweet potato is a little bit iffy, but I have those, so I'm gonna put it in. And then for protein, traditionally persons will do pork, chicken, salted meats like pigtail, pig mouth, salted beef, or even smoked turkey. I don't use salted pork products, so I have some chicken, and then I also have some smoked chicken wings because the price of turkey was just nah. So we are going to try smoked chicken wings in our pepperpot today. So I'm going to wash and chop all of these veggies. Oh, I forgot to mention black eyed peas. I had some black eyed peas cooking because I like to have that in my pepperpot as well. So I'm going to wash and prep all of these veggies. I'm going to chop up the chicken as well. And so I find for making pepperpot, fresh vegetables work the best. So I went to the market yesterday morning with my dad. I absolutely love going to the market with him. It's one of my fondest childhood memories. So we went yesterday and I was able to pick up some really fresh produce, which I think will really enhance the taste of the pepperpot. Okay, so I've already washed all of my veggies. I'll save the seasonings for later. And I also have some okras here for later when I'm doing my Fungee. When it comes to the amount of each veggie, at this point in time, I'm just letting the ancestors guide me. I have no idea how much this will make, but I think it will be enough. And in terms of the quantities of each ingredient, I think it will also be enough. This is the amount of pumpkin that I will be using. And then the standing spinach. Oop, I'll just rest that there for now. Standing spinach. The running spinach. And then the green pawpaw. The table squash, the okras, the eggplant. This is the amount of each thing that I will be using. I may put a little bit more of the running spinach. If I do, I'll let you know. I'm just going to start giving everything a nice rough chop. When it comes to the peeling, we're going to leave the peels on all of the vegetables except for the pumpkin and the green pawpaw. So the eggplant peel will stay, and the table squash peel will stay. So I literally just finished cutting up all of these okras and dumping them into the bowl with the other veggies. But I remember hearing somewhere or someone telling me that you should actually put the okras in towards the end because the slime that they have can cause the pepperpot to burn early. So I'm just picking as much of the okras as I can out so that my pepperpot doesn't burn. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I don't want to chance it. After lots of chopping, I have all of the ingredients of the actual pepper pot here. I have my veggies. So the greens are here, eggplant, green pepper, the table squash, pumpkin, everything is here. Except for the okras, which I spoke to you about before. I have my seasonings. In here is onion, garlic, and flavor peppers or seasoning peppers. And then my meat, chicken breast, some smoked chicken wings, and I think some regular chicken wings that I had seasoned in the freezer already. This is what we have, and we're going to toss all of this into the pot so it can start bubbling. And also our black eyed peas. I just feel like I'm going to forget to put in those black eyed peas. We're putting in our oil. You can choose whatever oil you like, whatever oil you use. I have partially cooked the chicken and taken it out, and then I've added the vegetables to the liquid. And then what I did was I filled it to just about halfway with some more liquid because it's going to produce its own liquid as it cooks. And as it cooks, the amount of vegetables inside will shrink, so I'll be able to add back in the chicken and the peas. So it's really hot. I don't like putting on the AC while I am cooking, so I'm just trying to work with the fans only, but it's hot. The pepper pot is good so far. It's bubbling away. I'm going to give it maybe another 15 or so minutes before I check, and then figure out if I can add back in the chicken and if I can add the black eyed peas to it. While that is bubbling away, I'm going to start working on the fungi. So I have some salted water and okras in the pot going, and I'm going to see if I can remember how to do the fungi. I'm pretty confident in terms of the pepper pot, but the fungi, not so much. I have my cornmeal ready. I had it soaking in some water, and then the okra with the salted water is in here. And I feel like I'm breaking some unwritten rules of making fungi, because while I was soaking my cornmeal, I feel like the real pros do it. I don't have a turn stick or ton stick. I have a wooden spatula thing. And then I'm also going to be using a whisk so that it's not lumpy. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to dump our cornmeal in here. Okay. That feels promising. What happens next? Can we get the rest of it out? Okay. I'll show it to you. So that looks promising. I've let it get to this consistency. So I'm going to keep it on the fire, cover it, and let it cook on low until it looks right. This is what our pepper pot is looking like. The green pawpaw is still pretty hard. It's not crushing with the back of the spoon very easily. So I'm going to let it cook down some more. This is what we're working with. And it doesn't look wrong. It does not look wrong. So we're going to let it continue to come together. This does not look wrong. This looks pretty right. Okay, I added a little hot water because it was starting to dry out and the cornmeal isn't cooked all the way through just yet. My Fungee is here making the appropriate Fungee sounds, and let me show you the pepper pot. I think it's just about done. See the pawpaw, which is probably the toughest vegetable in there. It's pretty easy to smush on the side of the pot. Now it's time to blend it all up a little bit. You could use something like an immersion blender, but I find that overheats quite quickly. So what I have here is called a swizzle stick. This is from Trinidad and Tobago. My husband uses it when he makes callaloo, and it is basically going to help us get all of these nice and crushed up. You could also use like a potato masher, but I find this is way more fun. I don't know if I'm doing it correctly, so we'll see. The goal is not to get everything super crushed. Wait, let's see. Okay, yes, I think maybe I have to do this first. Oh my gosh, it looks like pepper pot already. Yeah. Ouch! Ouch! Let's not get too excited then. It was looking a little too dry. So I've added maybe around a cup of water to it because this is more in line with the consistency that we want. And then I have my black-eyed peas, which are cooked. They're not too soft, which is perfect. And once again, I'm just going by look, and this looks like the right amount of black-eyed peas. And then we're going to add all of this chicken back into it. Ooh, that's good. Oh, this looks so good. I'm too lazy to prep the green banana, so I have some frozen sweet potato that I'm just going to throw in. And I'm going to add my okra as well. I feel like I have once again failed at making fungee because the cornmeal is cooked, but it's too liquidy. it should be sticking to the sides. So we'll see. I've been coming back and turning it every few minutes, but this is not what we want. This looks pretty good. At this point, I'm going to taste test it. The meat, the chicken that went in was already seasoned with all of the different spices, onion, garlic, that sort of stuff. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see if it needs any extra salt. So that's pretty good actually. I'm gonna just toss in a little extra salt. This actually looks pretty good to me. It looks done. All of the veggies are nice and soft. It tastes really good. The liquid is how I like it. As it sits and cools, it'll get a little bit thicker, which will be perfect for me. Okay, I think it's actually coming together. From what I can remember, we're supposed to put it on the side of the pot a little bit. So I've been doing that, and you can see that it's really thickened up. So I'm just going to continue to turn it. It feels like an arm workout. I have no idea how you know when you've been turning the cornmeal enough when it's ready, but at this point in time, my arm is tired, I am tired, I'm hungry, so I think this is going to have to do. I already have my plate set up to receive the fungee, and then I have this bowl that's already oiled up. So you can use oil, or my mom would use some of the okra water. So she would reserve some of the water that the okra was being boiled in before actually cooking the fungee. At this point, this I have to do because me done. I'm tired, so let's see. Let's see. It feels thick enough. But how do I get it into the bowl? Like, okay. No. Okay. How much makes a ball? Okay. Okay, I feel like that should be enough. And then from what nope, this is not working. Nope, that's not working. I think we need more oil. Ow! Alrighty, I don't know if I had too little oil the last time, but we're trying again with a fresh bowl. And there's more oil in it this time. Let's see. Oh, same issue with getting it into the bowl. Okay. Right. Okay, I think. Ah, my gosh! Look. Oh my goodness! It's happening. So you just twirl it like this to get your ball. Oh my goodness! So you twirl like that. I think you're supposed to be able to flip it to get the other side, but. Yay! Let's try that again. I actually want a ball that's a little bit smaller. Yo, I nearly used my finger to take this off. I feel like that would have been really bad. Okay. Oh. Yeah. It was so much fun actually. Okay. This is the last one, and I think it's going to be the best one in terms of how nice and round it is. Yes. Yes. I got 4 balls. So this is my Antiguan chicken pepperpot and Fungee. This is actually my first time making the national dish together. I've made the pepper pot before, as I said, 3 or 4 times on my own. I've never gotten Fungee to look like this, so I'm really excited. Ooh! I'm really excited to eat it. But before I eat it, I have to clean my kitchen and then shower because it is so hot. Is this a recipe? No. But I feel like once you've had a pepper pot before, it's a little bit intuitive in terms of knowing how you like it, how much of which vegetables you want to have in it. The swizzle stick works really well, but if you don't have that, you can use the potato masher. In terms of the Fungee, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Cornmeal, salted water, okras, thyme, bicep strength. Best wishes. But I think for this dish, I really did let the ancestors guide me, and they did not disappoint. I'm really excited to eat it. Let me know what you think about my pepper pot and my Fungee. If you have any tips for either of them, especially the Fungee, please let me know. I'm really proud of my pepper pot and Fungee. I think I can retain my Antiguan passport and citizenship. I think I did a pretty good job, if I do say so myself. Once I eat it, I will know for sure how the two go together. I tasted the pepper pot and it was pretty good. I wanted to give you a close-up of my pepper pot and my Fungee. I was way too hungry to bathe and clean first. So I'm eating and it is good. It's good. It's really good. Thank you for watching. Please give a like or subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time on Little Island Living.